Everyone, welcome back to BPO interview tutorials. I hope you guys are doing really well and with an interesting concept that is on 7QC tools. So we are pending with one video that is a scatter diagram. So today we will learn about it with the help of many examples along with a live scenario we will see over the MS Excel even. So let's start today's video. Before moving to that, I would request everyone to share, subscribe our channel, click on bell icon so that you will get notification on all the upcoming videos. And also check out our playlist. You will find approximately 310 plus videos that will help you in cracking interview on trainers, team leader, quality analyst, operation manager, Six Sigma certification, Looker Studio, Data Studio, MS Excel dashboards, reports, people management, Scrum Master. Many more videos are there, guys, that will help you in cracking the interview very easily. Let's start today's concept, that is on scatter diagram. So let's learn this, how basically scatter diagram work, what are the basic examples, and what is the meaning of scatter diagram here. Okay, so before moving to the video, I would request everyone to see this diagram very clearly, because this diagram itself give all the understanding. In the scatter diagram we might find several situations, but mostly we will see here is positive correlation, negative correlation, and no correlation. So I will explain in detail about this in upcoming slide. So let's start the basic definition on scatter diagram. Okay, here we go. In the scatter diagram, the scatter diagram is also known as scatter chart, or else it is also known as a scattered plot. Basically, this is one of the 7 quality tools that will help in identifying the relation between the two variables. So now what is these two variables? Before moving to in details, let me give an example here. Let's consider two variable like total call volumes versus EHT. So these are the two variables. Now we have to identify the situations between them. We can identify with the help of the scatter diagram, guys. We have many examples, general examples like the speed basically depend on the total kilometers and total defect rate. Okay, with these two variable we can identify the speed, and now we can also identify like paint thickness with the help of the temperature. If the temperature is high, definitely the thickness will be low, and if the temperature is low, then the thickness will become good. Okay, in manufacturing industries, basically the scatter diagram determine whether there is a correlation between the two variables or not. There might be a positive correlation, negative correlation, or no correlation. So three type of scenarios might occur, guys, whenever we identify a correlation, guys. Now the correlation can only generate with the help of the data set what we have available. Okay, next, with the help of the scatter diagram, we can easily identify either both the variables are interrelated with each other or not. It also provides the understanding about, like for an example, now because of the high EHT, sorry, because of the high call volumes, how come the EHT is high or EHT is lower? So we can also identify the cause and effect analysis here with the help of scatter diagram. So let's see a general example here. I will also show you our call center related example, but this is a general example. So in the general example, what we can see here, we have a two variables. Let's consider in the x-axis, another one in the y-axis. In the x-axis, we mentioned that temperature, pressure, and time. We identified like temperature, pressure, and time. In the y-axis, we mentioned the defect count, surface finish, etc. Now, what kind of correlations we might get? We might get positive, negative, and no correlation. Now, if there is a positive correlations, what kind of observation we might get? This is a theoretical example, guys. You will understand in detail in upcoming slides. No need to worry. The first point here says like point has towards as x increase and y also increase. So positive correlation means when x increase, y also get increase. When temperature increase, for an example, when temperature reduce, the ice can form very easily. So this is a positive correlation, right? So speed increase and vibration also get increase. Negative correlation wherein the point x and y axis get drops. If this is a situation, then temperature increase, then viscosity will get decreased. This is a general example, guys. No need to worry. No correlation means wherein both the parameters give the different understanding, both the variables give different understanding, and there is no correlation between them. If that is a situation, then it's a no correlation. Let's go with a call center example here, guys, so that you will understand about this information in details. Okay, now the call center examples, what we have here is, we have on the x-axis we have daily call volumes, that is 1000 to 2000, and we also have a y-axis wherein we have the EH, that is around 300 to 600. General example, guys. Okay, now how we can identify a correlation. Now let's plot a diagram here. Let's have a total calls day wise and total EHT day wise. Now what we have identified with the correlation diagram, that if it is a positive note, positive, which means the graph is going on the upwards. Okay, the slope is going from right to left, like it's going up. Okay, that means if call volume increases, the EHT will also increase. This is a positive correlation. Let's go with the negative correlation example. For an example, your data set shows the plots in a decreasing manner, which means when the call volume get increased, the EHT get decreased. So this is a negative correlation. Now no correlation, which means points will give the random answers. If that is the thing, then that will clearly gives there is no relationship between the call volumes and the EHT. Okay, so this is one example. Let's see the diagrams here. You can see here positive correlation, everything is going upwards. Negative correlation, everything is going downwards. But one more thing, guys, as EHT is going down, call volumes are getting increased. This is a negative impact? No, this is not the negative impact. Here we have to see the scenario with situations. If call volumes are increasing, EHT is getting increasing, then in call center this means there is a issue. Might be there is a head count issues, or might be the calls are running uh, at a longer time, the EHT is getting increases, right? So it's a negative. There might be a situation we might find a negative impact here on the EHT if it is a positive correlation. Now in the negative correlation, you can see it work reverse manner, it work in a reverse manner. Call call uh, like calls are increased but EHT got reduced, which means the concerns are getting solved in a quicker manner. Understanding my point? No correlations that will not occur in the EHT and the call volume situation, but it's a general example. If that is a situation, if you get a volumes or if you get a numbers in a discrete manner here, which means there is no relation between these parameters. I hope you understood the example very clearly. Don't go with the terms positive negative here. You have to see the situations, you have to identify the cause and effect of this particular situations with the help of the scatter diagram. Next, let's see the advantage and limitation of the scatter diagram. Okay, now in the advantage we can say it's a simple visual, guys. Easily we can identify a relationship between two variables. Easily we can identify the situations, or else we can identify the statistical and the studies can be done here. We can optimize the root cause analysis here. I told you, right, EHT get reduced and calls are getting increased, then we can identify a root cause analysis here. Like the EHT is getting reduced, which means might be the agents are solving the calls very fastly, the concerns are very easy, so we can identify some root cause here. We can identify some information here, guys. Understood? And it will also increase the strength on the data driven decisions. Easily we can identify we can take a decision here with the help of this particular diagram. Now limitations. The one limitation I can say for sure, that is there is only limitation of two variables. We cannot include multiple variables here. This is one. Second, not suitable for the categorical category wise or qualitative wise data. This is not helpful. This is only helpful for the quantitative wise data here, guys. And limited, yes, it's a limited wherein we cannot get information on all kind of root cause analysis cannot identify. We can only identify a RCA on the two variables, so it's a limited accuracy, we can say. And that's all. Like anywhere, and you can see the first one wherein it mentioned like shows correlations, not correlations. Like there is no such extra information we'll get from this. Okay, let's see an example with the help of MS Excel, guys. Let's consider we have a data set. The data set says we have a call volumes along with the HT, and let's consider that this data is day wise or might be per day data. Okay, next point. Now here select entire data, click on insert and click on chart. You will get option called chart, guys. Okay, so we have to do this. And second, you can also see here we have the option called in the right side, or might be in the left side, you can see the option called scattered. You have to choose this particular diagram, then the diagram will get visible. Okay, now last point, you can see here, with the help of the data set we will get the scatter diagram. So it's the easier way to create a scatter diagram, but every time you will not get a positive, negative, and all kind of things, right? It totally depends on what kind of data set you have. If the data set have a positive, then you will get a positive diagram. If it has a negative data, it will get a negative. So on the base, with the help of data set, you have to identify either you are getting the positive, negative, or no correlations between the variables. So this is all about the scatter diagram. Still have any doubt? Our feedback sessions are always open, guys. Please share your feedbacks, and also let me know if you required support on any of the video, like upcoming videos you want to prepare, any topic you want to suggest me, let me know. I will try to make it for you guys, and we'll learn together about it. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a great day. Don't miss to check our Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn page, so that you will get information on all the upcoming vacancies. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.